Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Brooklyn Proper. How you guys doing? What's going on? I'm stuck in traffic again, as usual, in New York. You know, so you always drive at a snail's pace. Like to get 5 miles, you're in 4 hours away. You know, it's always a big trip. But how's everybody doing? Been a long time. On touch base with everybody. You know, sitting in this traffic gives me a lot of time to ponder. Like I was trying to get something off my forehead, but it's a little ding on my screen. Like, what is that on my head? My head! I got something. Look like a bug. But it's a little dot on my screen. But you do get a lot of time to ponder when you're stuck in traffic, maybe 23 hours a day, right, in New York City. I gotta get over now. All right, let me get over here. It's an exit only. And then I do the right thing, I get over, right? But these other hooligans, they go all the way to the end and get over at the last minute. That's what's causing all the traffic in this lane. And this guy in the truck will not let me in. I could see it already. He will not let me in. He was like, no, I'm not letting you in. Let's see if this guy in the car lets me in. New York hospitality. See, he won't let me in. I have to actually put my car, in his path to the point where he's going to, has to make a decision. I'm going to get into an accident with this guy, and we got to stand out on the highway, exchange licenses, our insurance goes up. Sometimes you just got to force your way into the situation. I wonder if he's pondering that right now. But anyway, I have a lot of time to think when I'm in this hideous traffic and my life is slowly draining out of me, right, sitting in this car. Right, but I was thinking today about, what I hear some Christians say about their faith. I just got faith in God, everything's going to be all right, and you know what? That's all I have to do is have my faith in God, right? I'm gonna do nothing else. I don't got, I'm just gonna have my faith in God, which is true. You gotta have your faith in God, right? But you also gotta step up to the plate too. You know, that's why you're called a warrior of Christ, a soldier of Christ. You know, you're not a soldier. You're not just sitting down in the barracks all day saying, "Yeah, don't worry about it. The troops got it," you know. And always brings me back to David, right? David and Goliath. David and the disgusted Nephilim, right? It always brings me back to that story. And this what gives me strength in my life, right? It gives me strength when I think of David. I love David. You know, he just stepped up to the plate in front of this, God knows, it probably was 30 feet tall Nephilim. By teeth coming all out of his mouth and everything, and he wasn't just a big guy. He was the byproduct of a fallen angel. All right, but anyway, David stepped up to the plate. You know, big Nephilim dude, Goliath, is turning around. Somebody come out here and fight me. I'll whip everybody's rear end. Because he was so big and mean. Right, and plus he had advantage. He had some angelic blood running through his system, which made him probably strong as an elephant, right? But I think what was going through David's mind at the time, and even when he approached the area and he seen everybody's scared out of their minds because his big giant is swinging his arms all over the place. He got big swords, and everything is just way out of proportion on Goliath. Right? So people are afraid. Nobody wants to go into the field and fight this disgusting being, right? But David, he stepped at the plate and he had to ponder. He pondered to himself. What I love about David is that he had faith in God. He knew God was going to help him. He knew God is always going to be with him, right? He had faith in the Lord, right? Like a lot of our Christians do. But David also knows right? In this moment of time, he has to participate in the action. So now this is a test of his faith. This is a test of, I got my faith in God. I never seen God, and I'm just about to fight this big giant over here with all these big weapons he has, right? But David knew in him, his soul knew he had faith in the Lord, and like a lot of Christians, we have our faith in the Lord, but he knew he had to take action also, right? So David went out into that field, not only with the faith of God, with the courage and the understanding that God is going to be with him every step of the way. And he confronted that giant, that hideous, disgusting Nephilim, right? And knocked him down with a rock, with a tiny little rock, right? Struck him right in the head. And that's God's hand working through David. Right? So I think the moral of the story here is like, you could be a good Christian. You could say, I have my faith in God, it's all in God's hands, it's everything else, but you got to move your hands sometimes. Right? Sometimes you got to have to step up into that little arena and do battle. Right? Because I know a lot of people out there, you confront these Goliaths every day. You confront them in the grocery store, in traffic. It could be your boss at work, abusive spouse, right? A drug addiction. There's all these Goliaths running all over the place, right? So you got to think like David, knowing that God is with you and your faith in God is strong. But you also got to contribute to the battle. That goes with everything. If you're at work, you're being bullied by bosses and everything, you got to stand up for yourself. I'm not saying go out and pick fights and everything, but don't let anybody walk all over you. Right? If you're in an abusive relationship, you have to get counsel, or you're going to have to do something and leave. All right? If you've got a drug addiction or you're an alcoholic, right? God will bring you through all that haze. He will give you the strength and the power. But you got to participate in the battle. Right? So that's what I was pondering. Right? Because when I hear Christians say, no, it's all in God's hands. It is all in God's hands. But you're going to have to fight also. Hey guys, I love all you. I see you soon. God bless everybody out there. It's going to take me about another 64 hours to go about 2 more miles. Right? So pray for me. I certainly will pray for everybody out there. And God bless everybody. I see you soon.